Okay.
It's kind of a long intro. Yeah, I got stuck there for a second.
You got.
Leslie, what happened?
Here we
What
go.
happened?
Yeah, we got kicked, by the way.
Oh.
I don't know if you noticed, but it gave me an error that we got kicked and had to do it all over again.
Well, all I saw was a blank screen with the timer
it was
going
just
and
weird.
says, "What happened?"
All right, so it's Website Wednesday, which means somebody
Yes.
is going to tell me what needs to be
I've
fixed,
got it,
and I'm
I've
going
got
to try to fix it in real time while anyone who wants to watch it watches it.
Nice.
A coffee shop. Since we were discussing coffee just before we went live.
Oh, you want to do a coffee shop, huh?
Yeah, I've never seen a coffee shop website other than Starbucks or
That's interesting.
the local. Like there's one here called Better Buzz, which I like the name of that. You're searching for coffee.
All right, let's roll down to page 10.
Yeah,
We're always searching for coffee.
we're rolling.
You got that right. 1418 Coffee House in Plano.
Oh,
Plano, Texas coffee.
Let's take a quick look at this one in
Texas tea.
Black Gold, Texas tea.
in West Rock.
I think that's
So who do we want to tackle? The nice thing about coffee shops, they tend to be pretty good, right?
Yeah.
On at least the visual stuff. I mean, that is
Yeah.
a very bold color scheme right there with those, but that's okay.
I like it.
I
There's
like
not
that
much on that one.
actually.
I like both.
There isn't much here actually. Coffee shop.
This one might end up being it just because it's got words to play with.
I think you
Yeah, we need words.
The flying though. That's the only thing that I dislike about
Look
it.
at that.
Wait, we're going to Knoxville? We went from Texas to Tennessee?
This is West Rock Coffee. They don't see much either.
West Rock. Rock Island.
All right,
Yeah,
so
not
it looks
much
like it's
there.
going to be Knoxville.
Knoxville's favorite coffee shop.
So they say.
So this is, who is this? This is Knoxville Brew.
So Cable, I kind of like the look.
For those of us who like coffee, we love looking at pictures of coffee. So you can never have any pictures of coffee. That's the way it is.
Cheers.
Cheers. L'chaim.
Let's see. So we got Knoxville Brew. And so, I mean, this is, again, it's not a bad headline. But this is like layer one, right? This is who we are and what we sell.
Mm-hmm.
In the case of handmade bagels, it's if they make them on site, or even if they don't, right? It's like, what we make.
Entice me.
And then we're going to talk about Knoxville's favorite coffee shop.
Mm-hmm. Well, they got 4 locations apparently, so they must be doing okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever been to Knoxville. I've been to Knoxville. I really like it. It's a great town.
I've never been.
And I
like
think the NSA, is it the NSA that has like a gigantic,
I believe it does.
like something there?
Really?
Like big like data storage center there or something?
Oh, okay.
It could be wrong, but I thought it was.
I
know in Vint Hill there are all kinds of NSA and CIA
big university town.
There we go.
Okay, so let's start and see what we can do here. So locally roasted coffee and handmade bagels.
Who's whistling? Is that John?
It's me by accident.
Please stop.
All right, so there's nothing inherently wrong with this headline. That doesn't mean that we couldn't take a different approach to it.
Okay.
Would you entice people with something like more?
Well,
relax.
I get so tired of seeing all these formulas for headlines, right? All it ends up doing is making your headline look like everyone else's.
Get buzzed with our locally roasted coffee and handmade bagels.
Ultimately, what you're trying to do with a headline is it's a multi-step process, but you do almost all of it in your head, or you can anyway.
Hence
You
the
think
term
about
headline.
what is the positive future that the reader is going to be in, and then what would the reader say in that context?
Indeed.
To themselves or whoever's around them.
I'm full, and I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you can work backwards from that, then you've got something that's going to resonate much better as a headline. So if you're, we don't have to stick with the concept of locally roasted coffee and handmade bagels, but it's not bad, right? It's great that things are handmade, and if it's local and they're not Starbucks or a big chain, so the local part is obviously a big part of their appeal.
But the beans are clearly not locally grown.
Right.
Clearly not. Locally roasted, but not locally.
Locally roasted. Roasted here. Oh, I like that better. Roasted here,
yes.
baked here. But they're not really showing a picture of a bagel, though. That's the problem. We bake our coffee.
Yeah, I can't change their. I can't
know,
change
you
their
can't change
graphic.
the
but
image.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, but if
I
you,
like,
but if you
I like
could,
roasted here.
yeah, I do too.
I like the 3 roasted here, baked here, and
Really enjoyed it. Yeah, that's
I'm
cool.
enjoying this right now.
Me too.
Yeah, we should. Hey,
Bring more.
since like we've all never met at the same time, the 3 of us in person.
Yeah.
Actually, we've never met. I've never met either of you in person. Period.
Should we meet in Knoxville at this coffee shop?
That's what I'm thinking. Let's go here.
I think
we got a road trip going halfway to your house this next week.
That's great. What a great idea. Live. And we can do it live from Knoxville's favorite coffee shop.
That's right. Maybe.
That's hilarious. Top-notch coffee. I don't know, like, what is top-notch coffee?
I hate it when people do that because it just doesn't mean anything really.
Knoxville
No, it doesn't.
Coffee.
It's lazy writing.
It is.
Top of the notch, yeah.
It's kind of like just being our coffee's the best. We don't know why, but it's the best, or whatever.
Yeah.
For the best coffee. I like where Knoxville gets coffee.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
So look at that. I mean, click off of it. So you look at that, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I assume, and then look at how it like viscerally looks different with the period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does.
Right. So there's the period. Then you go back, and it's just like a statement. You force a hard stop, and it's like, yeah, okay, got it.
Why can't people be more descriptive about their coffee? Like notes of this or that.
With an aroma of citrus,
citrus
and light honey tone.
Yeah, I mean, it feels for a real coffee.
Like wine tasting.
Instead, it's a top-notch coffee. What's
I
it mean?
like bottom-notch coffee. Bottoms up.
I know.
I mean, they've got everything in here that I need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Organic.
But there's no tap water here.
But like Dean, if somebody had that, like I was just reading something the other day with a coffee shop, and they're like, our coffee has notes of different fruit and this and that, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you'd include that, right? I mean, that makes it unique. So, but I agree with you. Just saying top-notch coffee, and it's
organic
just
organic milk.
So here's the
Organic
problem with the milk.
Yeah.
So instead of saying a nearby farm, I would either love to specify the farm or specify.
Yeah.
Can one of you like pull up
No.
a map of Knoxville?
Yeah.
I need the name of an area where the farm could be.
Organic. I was going to say you're going organic
cool
milk from
idea.
a happy cow.
Yeah, but that's not much better than top-notch roasted coffee.
True.
Not much.
John, are you doing that? I guess I'm doing that. So.
Well, I mean, let's say I'm going to make something up, right? So I'm going to put in the name of my town. It would be terrible to get milk from my town because it's hundreds or 1,000 miles away from Knoxville.
Yes.
Hundreds.
But wait, it's here.
But let's say let's say there's a suburb or a general exurb, not a suburb, but an exurb of Knoxville, like, Summitville.
Yeah.
What about Farragut? Oh, that's what Farragut is.
Yeah. Or the milk comes from a special brown Swiss name.
See, that's all I need. All I need is like, if you're going to say, chances are these farms are going to, and let's say there's like 2 areas, you got 2 farms. If you're smart, and 4 stores, you're sourcing from 2 farms just in case, right?
Yeah.
Just in case.
From Gare and, I mean, these are made up places, or at least Summitville is.
Haskell. Haskell's real.
What's it
It's
called?
a little excerpt. Haskell. H-A-S-K-E-L-L.
H-A-S. Like that?
I'm sorry, it's Hex. Sorry. It is Haskell. H-A-S-K-E-L-L.
K-E?
Oh, sorry. H-E-S-K-E-L-L.
H-E-S-K.
Haskell. K-E-L-L.
There you go.
Haskell.
See, that's all I need. Like that would be perfect. Just say the neighborhood or town or whatever.
Yeah, Haskell.
If you don't want to say the farm.
Well,
So,
it helps for SEO.
our own roasted coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even. I would even go further than that.
Yeah.
I would say.
Well, the other thing, Dean, that most people don't think of, and I like that you did this, is that all of naming these towns helps with their SEO,
Yeah.
which gets more eyeballs on their site too. So not only would they have great writing, but they're going to get more eyes to their site.
Yeah, what mic are you using today? Because it sounds echoey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Same one I always use.
Oh, that's
Is it-
interesting. No,
is it-
okay.
Better now?
Whoa.
Far better, but louder. So good.
Let me move it just a little closer. I had a little bit away from me. I'm
I
sorry.
don't need to change any of this. Okay, so we'll switch to
Okay.
coffee roasted in-house,
Like
organic
it?
milk from Farragut and Haskell,
Yeah.
organic syrups and chocolate. You don't need to keep repeating it. Everyone knows.
No, but it's GMO chocolate. So handmade bagels are made by hand.
And
If you have handmade and made in the same sentence, is that bad? Just curious from my
kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Handmade made. As opposed to the Handmaid's Tale.
Our fresh daily. You don't need the made.
You don't need them made. Our bagels are fresh.
Oh, I would have probably gone the other way. Our handmade bagels are fresh daily. Wouldn't you say something like that?
Our fresh bagels are made daily. Or is that's redundant?
Now we're trying to write for Dean.
Yeah, we are, right, exactly.
Yeah, I want to try to, what I'm trying to do with this sentence, because first of all, it was an extraordinarily long sentence,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and two sentences actually that just kept hammering. I want to force a bunch of breaks with commas
Mm.
by us,
Well, it's time for a bagel break.
for you.
For you. Okay.
Yeah, I had a pretzel break.
A pretzel break. What did you fix it?
No, we have this great place near us that makes wonderful stuffed pretzels.
I thought you were gonna use pretzel glue to make sure that they aren't broken anymore.
No, nothing like that.
Pretzel
It
glue
needs an and bagels
and bagels and cream cheese and
bagels with cream cheese
there you go.
made by us, for you.
Nice.
I want some now.
I know, really, right?
Yeah, I kind of want to go visit.
Pretzel.
I'm making it so tasty, I want to go eat it.
You want to go now? So are we booking our flights shortly?
I don't need to fly to Knoxville. I can drive to Knoxville. The only time I've ever been to Knoxville, I drove to Knoxville.
I could bus, but I think
It'd take me like 4 hours, I think.
I think it took me a day and a half to get there. Yeah, I think it's Restream.
Oh, it is Restream. It's not you.
No, I believe it's Restream.
If we mute you and then it disappears, then we know it's not Restream.
Because
And I want a bit of a cheat.
Stops.
I've used and too many times in the paragraph
And.
prior.
Yeah.
So now I just use the ampersand, which gives me a tiny bit of a cheat.
I
Most
do
people
like
will
ampersand.
pronounce in their minds, by the way, most people
Yeah.
will pronounce an ampersand as N, just the N, not
Just
an.
N or An. I sometimes do
Just
An.
the letter N.
N. In.
Plenty of seats and hammocks.
Yeah.
Or
Interesting.
pronounce it internally as an IN instead of an AND. So it gets you around the sort of keeping hammering on the same AND all the time.
cool.
It's not hammer time. Hey, is Wi-Fi, when you look at the word Wi-Fi, I see autocorrects capitalize the W and the F. Is that correct or not, or we don't really care?
It doesn't matter. I'm
Okay.
leaving it as lowercase with one word because it's a little more like it's a diminutive. If you know what a diminutive is,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? Like John is your name and Johnny would be a diminutive.
Yes.
Like my wife and I decided,
You're
or
a
I think
diminutive.
I proposed and my wife agreed that our kids, when they were born, would have grown-up names.
I see.
So whereas my wife's name is almost by definition a diminutive, any name that ends in an EY or an E sound is often a diminutive. My kids, like Vivian and Charlotte, have grown-up names, and for the rest of their lives as women, will have grown-up names.
Such
Yes.
great names, by the way. I'm a fan.
I know.
You did some good naming there. Were you copywriting
we
for
have
the
a
naming?
theme. We have a theme for their middle names, but we stopped at 2 Otherwise, I had room for four daughters total.
Hmm.
So we named them after the four whatever they're called. So it's Vivian Grace and Charlotte Hope, and then the other two would have been Faith and Charity as their middle
I
names.
thought you were.
But I ran out of daughters.
I thought you were going to say that you were going to name them after the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
No, I honestly forget. Is it the 4 blessings or the
Maybe.
4
4 graces? 4 graces.
graces.
whatever they're called?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're about halfway through, right? So let's see.
But this is my
Roasted
favorite.
here, baked here, enjoyed here.
Got it.
Yes.
Where Knoxville gets coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? You tell me. Should we use this one or should we use that one?
Gets.
I think Gets.
Yeah. I'm into
Yeah?
that.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah.
Get it.
Because
Knoxville probably loves coffee also in their own kitchen.
No, but I mean, like, this is a place where you would go to get it. They're very big on the like hammocks and stuff. So if we say where
Yeah.
Knoxville loves coffee, it's like,
Enjoys
go to these
coffee?
4 locations.
What, enjoys?
How about
No, I
Yes,
would never
love.
use enjoy, just like I would never
Huh?
use enable. It's like a terrible word.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why is
Love,
enjoy bad?
when I see love in that sentence, it just kind of stalls me.
Yeah,
But
it's fine.
Knoxville Gets
I don't love it.
It's
So
full.
coffee roasted in house, hard break, organic milk from Farragut and Haskell. Supposedly, we're making that up. Hard break,
We're just making
organic
a farm.
syrups and chocolate. I'm honestly, I mean, if they were my client, I would say you can kill this.
Yeah, probably.
Right? You're violating the rule of 3. In fact, I'm going to kill it now. I would just have them do it there.
You killed the chocolate.
And bagels with cream cheese,
Oh dear.
and then an M dash made by us for you.
I'm fascinated by that N dash thing. I mean, when do you use that? Just as opposed to creating
Set
a brand
off.
new sentence, you just
Set off.
setting it up. The N
Yeah,
dash.
the M dash is like the most
M.
beloved punctuation mark in all of copywriting for sure.
Got it. Okay.
And also, what do we have at the end here?
Exclamation point.
Absolutely not.
He exclaimed.
Yeah. And now that I don't have with used in the a nearby sentence,
Mm-hmm.
with plenty of seats and hammocks.
Hammocks.
I want to see what the hammocks look like at the coffee shop. I mean,
Yeah.
are the ropes stained with coffee?
Oh, you know what I think they mean?
What?
I think they mean hammock chairs.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Read our
Then-
love story.
Then
Ooh.
hammocks.
Yeah.
Hammocks.
You
because-
did squeeze that love in there.
Because
I did squeeze the love in there, yes.
all I can think is
All
that
love should be squeezed.
Squeeze me, please. Squeeze
if
me.
I got in a hammock, I'd be afraid I'd spill my coffee.
I'd be afraid it'd be all over my chest if I'm in a hammock.
But I wonder if
and
they mean the hammock chairs.
maybe they have sippy cups. I think they have real hammocks. That's my suspicion.
Really?
Give the gift of coffee.
I would drop. I'm gonna. That has to change. It's too cliched. Everyone does it.
The
Yeah.
gift of coffee.
Give the gift of coffee. Give the gift that keeps on.
Cherish the human being.
Oh, I like that. Kind of.
make a oh man, that's great.
Make
a
a
fast
fun
friend. Just give him a card.
over
Give him a
coffee.
cat. Give him a card. Make a fast friend. Make a caffeinated.
Also, never, ever, ever in copywriting, never open a line with
With
weather.
weather. Unless you're
Jeez.
talking about the weather.
I mean,
The
please
weather
don't.
today
Right.
is
And again, like it's sort of passive voice. You don't like you can.
say treat
I
yourself.
don't need to take anything out of here. I don't need to add anything. I just need to
Yeah.
destroy stuff that they put in.
Destroy
Treat
things.
yourself
Treat
or a
yourself.
loved one. We've got you covered. Now I don't think I can change.
Yes, you
I
can.
Yeah, look at you go.
Treat yourself. What about buy a gift card now? You eliminate now or things like that, or you don't want to.
I
You
wouldn't
don't want to
bother.
emphasize. Don't bother. Okay.
Make a fast friend. Purchase it. I left this one.
I
as
love
is.
make a
It's in
fast
my life.
friend.
Yeah,
Treat
just-
yourself or a loved one. We've got you covered.
Is gift card one word or two?
And what's funny is I would have never thought of it. Make a fast friend.
Yeah, if somebody came up to you in Hudson, New Hampshire, and gave you a gift card for a coffee shop, would you be friendly towards them?
Of course.
There you go.
Sure. In fact, if somebody came up with a gift card and said, "Hey, let's go have a coffee," Even better.
You'd say to them, "Let me buy you a cup."
You know what's funny, and I never really thought about it until Dean did this, but I've had a lot of people over the years, that I did like little things for, and they bought me a coffee card.
There you go.
So
Coffee
Yeah, there you
card.
go.
what
Now-
better way to make a best friend?
Yeah.
I like
Now
it.
we've got I forget how this started, by the way. I mean, just like
It was locally roasted, and coffee.
right. And then Knoxville's favorite coffee shop, and we changed that to where Knoxville gets coffee.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it goes down to make a fast friend instead of just
Instead of, if you're considering, give the cup.
I do like the animation where this sort of
Mhm.
the coffee thing like flips in. I like that.
Mhm.
I'm a sucker for that stuff. I don't
Yeah,
make
that's
it myself, but I'm a sucker.
Yeah.
Then like here's my next question. Like
Ugh.
first of all, they're repeating the same thing.
Why?
I don't like that. And also Knoxville is a repeat. I'm kind of thinking I want to double down on the localness of it.
Double down.
Yeah.
Oh, would you want to get? What if you go with the communities? They mentioned the locations further up, or you wouldn't put those
Yes.
locations in?
Yes, because that would help with SEO again.
Maybe.
But why?
I mean,
Why is it that everybody has to always come up with we've been serving for a decade and da-da-da-da.
Well, I mean, in fact, a decade to me sounds short nowadays because I'm many
I know.
decades old.
Yeah. So I mean, I would just double down on it instead of saying Knoxville. I would just say serving our own.
Our own. Okay. No, like
Okay.
our own people, our own tribe,
Our own people.
community.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Our own caffeine addicts for over a decade.
But would you still leave the decade, or would you leave since
I wouldn't put a number in there.
Or,
I don't,
No,
Yeah, I don't like
it depends on how long it is.
Okay.
But in this case, let's say it's been like 7 years, 8 years.
if it said
And nearly a decade is
1927,
just perfect.
if it was 1927, I would definitely put it in there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because we always like kind of the specifics of things, not really. Yeah. So what's that mean? How long have they really been around? It's
Yeah. Now,
9.5
on the
years.
flip side of that, if there was something else I could put in there to make it a little humorous or whimsical, I would.
yeah.
So, I mean, I know we'd have to make something up, but give me the. I mean, they don't have. Give me like a college football player's name, and let's pretend that he was at the local college, like a
Smash.
famous one.
Oh, OJ. No, don't do that one.
Just for yeah, probably not.
That one.
No, let's go.
I
with
still remember
Cam
that from my
Newton.
wedding.
Cam Newton. I don't know.
Okay, sure. Let's do Cam Newton.
Serving our own.
So I would do it like serving our own since.
Cam Newton.
Cam was
Red.
a freshman.
Yes.
If it was a college town, Serving our own for Cam Newton. Nearly a decade.
Serving our own since, not for.
Hmm.
And let's say they're obviously this is just for illustrative purposes. It's not real.
Yeah.
But let's say like the local university, their colors are orange and blue, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So
Not unlike Syracuse.
war, orange, and blue.
Since wore orange and blue.
I like it.
Yeah. That's really specific, and I like it because that would definitely resonate with the locals,
Yeah, sure.
particularly in a college town.
Yeah.
So basically, anything would work here
Yeah.
Mhm.
if most of the people reading it knew that it was an event that happened in Knoxville. So it
Mhm.
was if their mayor went to jail for cocaine use, right? So
Maybe not.
serving our own since
Serving
Mayor,
our own, Mayor Dunphy.
yeah, serving our own since Mayor
was
Dunphy.
sentenced to life. No.
Right.
That's funny.
But,
That's so bad.
like less, even that sort of like that's still level 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So serving our own since
Since we switched mascots at the college
Oh,
or something.
or that. Yeah.
Since the helmets turned green.
Right. Since we get new helmets
Mhm.
or something.
Since they started wearing helmets.
yeah, I mean serving our own
now that really takes you back.
since
That would be very
before
tough.
whatever Mayor Dunphy switch to a new favorite nasal treatment
Nasal treatment.
For some
because he went up on cocaine, right? Something
That'd
like
be
that.
like cocaine
Yeah,
distribution
yeah.
charges. Yes. Okay.
Or if like a giant skyscraper had been approved and then built and it was blocking out the sun from whatever,
Yeah.
like the stadium, right? So serving our own since such and such stadium, still
Since
solid,
lights-
still had
lights-
sunlight.
Since lights were erected in the
Yeah.
stadium.
Anything here would work if most
yeah.
people would either get a chuckle out of it or remember it, or ideally both.
But here's the
Yeah.
thing. But it would be an event that the locals would know, not necessarily the college students who are going to that, because they might not know the history. That's the thing.
Yeah, but we've already
I like
got
it,
the
though.
college students in the other
Yeah,
stuff
that's
anyway.
true.
We've got the
got 'em.
hipsters, we've got the whatever.
We got the
We've
hammock.
got the social
hammock
proof.
users.
This is where people like you,
Yeah. North
I
and
know.
west.
I know.
So
'cause
this is all inside. This is meant to be inside baseball.
Inside baseball. Yeah.
yeah.
Since
Yeah,
the
in fact-
university fielded their first baseball team.
In fact, you mentioning OJ, it got me thinking of the night before my wedding and OJ's famous Bronco ride. And we still talk about it to this day.
Yeah.
Adam Cowboy. Anyway.
Just one of those things.
All right. We've got I don't have time to do much more.
yeah.
If this
Yeah.
goes to the same place,
One of the best coffee
I would
shops.
change this, even though it's going to go to the same page. I would change the wording.
K Brew is for you.
Mm.
4 locations. Okay, multiple locations. Origin coffee, signature blends. Using the finest equipment of the industry, we have a backhoe. So much coffee that we need to use a backhoe.
That's right. That's kind of interesting.
Bacon and chive, honey ginger, and I like some of those. That's interesting.
See, once again, just for the first line, which is all we have time to change, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Is one of Knoxville's, and don't say one of, own it.
Yeah, we're the best. Knoxville's classic coffee shops or something. I don't know. Favorite. I like favorite. Yeah, favorite's good because that you don't even have to claim to be the best because it's a favorite.
Period. Yeah.
Favorite, but that's okay. It's a new word.
With 4 locations featuring single orange coffee, signature buns, delicious handmade bagels. Roaster coffee production.
Roasted to perfection is something I don't really care for. That's another story. Our flawed coffee is.
Yeah, we don't have time to write the rest of this, but
I know.
it needs to be rewritten.
Yeah,
But I do like favorite coffee shop. That's really good.
I do too. And I like when people use, especially coffee shops, use details about, we have a special roasting process, or we have this or the, like I said before. So
Our roasters have been imported
Read-
from
read their
Italy.
crazy history. Yeah, I love it.
Our roasters have been imported from Milan. Crazy history. I like a crazy history. That's good. That would I would click that for a crazy history.
I gotta see what happened.
Exactly.
Okay.
Nice.
I like
So
it.
we don't have time. We're out of room. We're out of time. I have
Excellent.
good luck to Cam Newton. We miss you.
We missed you, Cam.
We miss
Well,
you, Cam.
no,
Yeah.
Charlotte's my local team, right?
I know. That's why. That's why
Yeah.
I put
It's a sad
you
day.
towards that.
Yeah. Well, we had him here, so
Yeah.
That was a brief encounter of
it was a
the
bittersweet moment.
bittersweet.
Anyway, we miss you, Cam.
Unlike the coffee at K Brew.
We
But there you go. There's Knoxville Coffee,
Go Bills.
Knoxville Brew.
We still like Cam.
Go Bills.
Of course, we like Cam. You're crazy.
I like a cam shop.
So there you go. That's Website Wednesday, our first ever coffee shop.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed the coffee shops. I like the ones even that didn't have many words on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
It was.
I will tag this one today as soon as we get off. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I like
Finally,
it.
I'm 3 tags behind right now. So
It was very unique.
yeah, I like.
All
that
right.
a lot.
So I'm not sure what we're talking about tomorrow, but if you guys have a guest that you want to invite, we should invite a guest. It's finally
Oh.
time to open up and start letting
I
guests
can
come in on
think of
Thursdays.
several people, but whether they're available is another story.
Well, you won't know till you know.
Yeah, it's true. You know,
Hey, you could always interview us.
drink up.
Yeah. All right. In the meantime, that's it for today. Happy Website Wednesday. See everyone tomorrow or whenever it is you're watching these videos. I don't even know if you're watching them live. It doesn't matter.
And
You're
stay
welcome to watch
caffeinated.
them as long after we watch them. Make them as you want. It's all you.
Watch them